bravo, bravissimo, let's all celebrate. Bafana, 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 bravo, bravissimo, we all celebrate.
Kuyobe kusindwe ngobethole ke namhlanje apho iBafana Bafana izabiqubisana neMorocco. Amathemba phezulu umbukeli kananjalo namaxhala kodwa sithi Bafana the boys sisemva kwenu. Lithilo ke igwitsho libhengeza ukufika kwethu siliqeba lendaba ezinqenqeza phambili iEkhaya Jikelele. Khaya kaloku umbukeli likhaya ngothando imfudumalo kwaye nawe mbukeli apho uhlele ekhaya unganqinela nami xa ndisithi ilove yahlala apha ngamangesi bathi love lives here. Kuninzi ke mbukeli esikuphathele yona kule yure yesibini esingena kuyo. Ndiqalele kaloku ngendaba eziqhubekayo apha ekhaya naphesheya kwamalwandle. Singalibali kaloku imozulu nezemidlalo. Qiniseka ke mbukeli into yokubana ulijiji iqhosha awuqhwanyazi awugunqi awuqushalazi. Njimlo ke unonkanyezi kalubisi umadla ngothi mazipha umamshukuma umazondwa ngezinto zakhe. Ndiyamindedwa ke ndihamba naye umamtshali.
Mbukeli ke sesiqala ihora lesibili lohlelo Ekhaya Jikelele sesilishaya salivala ke ihora lokuqala lohlelo njengoba phele besiphethe ungwashenge ezogeqa amabhula ngozuma salanda ke uNtuli kanye nomngomezulu nalapho ke besinkankanya khona indaba ezithinta ukuqoka kaThami Ntuli kwesobundunankulu lapha ya isifundazweni iKwaZulu Natal. Igama lohlelo Ekhaya Jikelele kanti lami nguNoxolo uMamtshali wakwamwali. Ihlangana limhlophe qwa intokazi yale ondini ngasesishamthetho sesifundazwe sidala. Sibonga kakhulu mbukeli ukuthi uhlanganyele kanye nathi la Ekhaya Jikelele. Ake sibheke ihamba phambili.
The NEC concluded that exceptional circumstances exist to justify and warrant an immediate decision to suspend former ANC President Jacob Zuma.
ANC simmisile eqenjini lowengumengameli walo iqembu elibusayo uJacob Zuma. Lesi sinqumo sithathwe emhlanganweni obubanjwe ngempelasonto iHutla.
Umongameli we-ANC uCyril Ramaphosa uthi unqunyanyiswa kwasaba ngumongameli uJacob Zuma akunakuba nefuthe kulombutho. Kudliwane undlebe olukhethekileyo ne-SABC, uRamaphosa uthe umgaqo siseko wombutho we-ANC awukuvumeli ubulungu obubini kungoko kunyanzelekile ukuba bamnqumamise. Eminye ke imiba ebexoxwe ngayo noRamaphosa ibiquka ipolitiki yangaphakathi yemibutho eyekhaya kwakunye neyehlabathi ngakumbi ubudlelwane belizwe noSirayeli namahlakani ayo. Ngomhla wonyulo lwalonyaka uRamaphosa uqinisekise abemi bomzantsi ukuba isibhengezo siza kwenziwa kungekudala.
Kusenjalo ke umhlaziyi wezombusazwe uAsanda Ngwasheng uthi kuzobe kungaqali ngoJacob Zuma ukushiya kuleli qembu leANC. Ujobelela ngokuthi uma esengaphandle kweANC awukho umthelela onesisindo azoba nawo ukukhahlameza kwesekwa kwaleli qembu. uNgwasheng ngembukeli besikhuluma naye kulolu hlelo khona namhlanje ekseni.
Befuna ukuqinisekisa into bana bawuthi apho bamsuse khona balandele ngendlela zeANC bakwazi umsusa kahle. Uyakhumbula uba uJacob Zuma sekhe wamiswa ngaphambili ayilo xesha lokuqala eli eba kule situation akuyo ngokuyana ipresident yayisengu president Thabo Mbeki wakhe wabangathi ngumuntu okhutshwayo kwiANC and then waphinda wafumana indlela yoba aphinda ingene. So ndicinga into bana ke ngoku befuna ukuqinisekisa into bana indlela abazamsusa ngayo izaba indlela ezawuqinisekisa uba uzawusuka angaphinda kwazi ufumana ikroba laba angene ecaleni okanye angene kwindawo bangakhange bayicinge okanye ngendlela bangakhange bayicinge.
IFP imemezele usihlalo wayo esifundazweni KwaZulu Natal uThami Ntuli njengozogaqela esobundunankulu okhethweni likazwelonke oluzoba kulonyaka. Lokhu kumenyezelwe ngumholi weqembu uVelenkosi Nhlabisa esithangamini sabe indaba eThekwini. IFP ithi uNtuli uphakanyiswe ngoelethu kulesi sikhundla kanti njengamanje uNtuli seyimeya kumasipala wesifunda iKing Cetshwayo uphinde ke abe ngusihlalo weSouth African Local Government Association esifundazweni KwaZulu Natal. IFP ke ithi ulwazi lwakhe kanye nendlela asebenza kahle ngayo yikho ke okuholele kuthena aqokwe. uNtuli uke waba yimeya kumasipala waseNkandla ngaphambi kokuthi aqokwe njengemeya yesifunda kumasipala iKing Cetshwayo.
Our candidate has been nominated and is unanimously backed by the full National Council of the IFP. During the special meeting held yesterday in Empangeni, the National Council embarked in the process of finalizing the approval and ratification of all our policies and plans for the election ahead of an extended National Council meeting which was held yesterday afternoon.
Ukanti uNtuli uthi wonyulelwe kwesisikhundla ngenxa yamagalelo akhe kwiqela le-IFP.
Akukona nje ukuthi mhlawumbe ngoba kukhona ubungani, kodwa ukubuka indlela umuntu ayesebenze ngayo elandela enyethelo zomntwana aphinda angene esebenzela abantu, ngoba uyokhumbula ukuthi ngeke ngabe umeya lapha enkandla iminyaka eyishagalolunye ngaphambi kokuba ngize lapha kumasipala omkhulu iKingcetshwayo, lapho na engasebenza ngokuyikhandla. Uyokhumbula ukuthi owayengumongameli wezwe engakhona enkandla, kodwa abantu basenkandla kwakuthi uma kuvela ithuba lokuba baye bevotela iqembu lenkatha ngoba belandela imisebenzi yomntwana aphinda angene, kodwa ukuthi bebuka naseduzane ukuthi ngabe okwakwenziwa kwakubanikeza yini ithemba noma okwakwenzeka kwakunaboni ukwethembeka ubuqotho, ngoba yilento ebaluleke kakhulu uma usebenzela abantu ukuthi kufanele ubeqotho kubona.
Ikhomishana ebhekele amalungelo abantu kuleli iSouth African Human Rights Commission ithi izibhelu ezaqubuka ngoNtulikazi wango-2021 esifundazweni KwaZulu-Natal kanye naseGauteng zabe zihleliwe. Le khomishana ithi nakuba ukuqubuka kweyibhelu kwabe kuhleliwe, kepha bukho ubufakazi obukhomba ukuthi okwenzeka kwabe kweyamene nokuboshwa kwabe engumengameli wezwe uJacob Zuma ngenxa yokushaya indiva umyalelo wenkantolo. Kulezi ibhelu ke embukeli kwasho nabantu abangaphezulu kwama-305 kwase kuthi ke indleko zokukhahlamezeka komnotho zafinyelela emalini yesizumbulu esingama-50 samabhiliyoni amarandi. Ikhomishana ke we-South African Human Rights Commission uPhilile Ntuli uthi amaphoyisa ahluleka ukuhlonza lezi ibhelu ngenhloso yokunqanda lezi ibhelu.
Ityala likaSenzo Meyiwa phakathi kwelinye ityala kulindeleke ukuba liqhubeke ngalentsasa kwinkundla ephakamileyo yasePitoli. Amadoda amahlanu phantsi kwetyala lokubulala ukapteyini weBafana Bafana owadutyulwa wabulawa ngo-2014 eFosloras kwimpuma yeRandi yaseGauteng. NgoLwesihlanu inkundla imamele amazwi arekhodiweyo kwinkundla yamantye yaseBoksburg apho bobahlanu batyholwa bebevele kumatyala okanye amatyela liqela ukusukela ngo-Okthobha ka-2020 ukuya kutsho ngomhla wesihlanu kuMatshi ka-2021. Ngaphambi kokuba uphume embukeli uye naphi na qiniseka into yokubana xhobisekile ngokuqhubekayo kwisimo sezulu. Rhabula ungafinci. Asibambe ngazibini ngokuba nisahleli nathi apha ekhaya Jikelele. Ukuphumelela kunye nokugqiba nje ibanga leshumi akusokuze kuncedise kuyaphi. Okubalulekileyo kukuxhoba ngolwazi oluthe kratya malunga nokuba ufuna ukuba yintoni emva kokugqiba imfundo ephakamileyo. Ngokwenza njalo ke sele uluqalile oluhambo olukhokelela apho ufuna ukuya khona ebomini. Oluke luluvo lukaBukhosi Mutshekwa malunga ke nabantu abatsha abafundayo nabathe ke bagqiba imatriki. Ubukhosi ke Mutshekwa ngumseki wenkqubo ebizwa ngokuba yi-Ekhaya apho ke exhobisa khona abantu abatsha ngezakhono zobomi. Ukuthetha banzi ke ngalomba ngokusinxibelelana naye ngeqonga likaZoom. Welcome to the show, Bukhosi, unjani?
Thank you very much. I'm very well. And yourself?
Hayi siyaphila nathi abenkqubeni siyaphila asikhali nganto. Siyaqaphela into yokubana igama elithi Ekhaya yindabaniselwana, that is it's a mixture of a think and also entrepreneur. Ndiyafuna wethu Bukhosi into yobana usicacisele ukuba uthetha ukuthini ngeli gama, and I mean the concept of this name, how did it come about?
It actually started when I was in tertiary, where we had to do a portfolio of evidence. But the thing that inspired this concept was coming from the township. I was always bothered by small businesses being unable to grow and become big. So if you grow in the township, you'll find that, you know, a spaza shop is the same spaza shop for 20 years. So that bothered me, and Ekhaya was a solution in that I would then come into small businesses, small entrepreneurs, and become their thinking partner to their entrepreneurship journey, hence the name Ekhaya.
Amazing work, and I love the fact that I mean you detail your experience with coming from townships nangendlela mhlawumbe ababona izinto ze-spaza shops. Eyona njongo yakho kukuba uvelise also mashishini abangacingi nje kuphela ngoqoqosho. That is, I mean, you want to come up with new entrepreneurs who don't only think about entrepreneurship. And I mean, I want to understand, Dobana, how do you make all of that to come through?
So I consult, and some of them approach me, and typically they have difficulty understanding the difference between starting a business and building a brand. So most businesses only focus on the operational side. But if you really want to grow and expand and scale your business, you have to start thinking about how do you build a brand. So with my background in advertising, I'm able to assist small entrepreneurs and help them with concepts around segmenting your target audience, finding the right opportunities to expand your product, selling your product in different ways, and how to think about your business, not just in terms of where you are, but where you would like to be as a business.
Wow, amazing work. And I mean, you have extensive experience within advertising. And we've also had that you have worked with the likes of Trevor Noah, I mean, the Trevor Noah Foundation, you know, where you visited schools, which is truly amazing. And I mean, we know that part of the work that you were doing was, I mean, to speak with young people, motivating them. You know, can you tell us more about, I mean, Lenchukumo?
So, you know, everything, I think the best ideas or the best businesses always come from personal experience. So coming from the township, I was born in Meadowlands, but then we later moved to Bramfisherville. And what you find is that there are no opportunities. You are only exposed to what you're exposed to. And I think the biggest thing that young people and the youth need is exposure to opportunities. So through the Ekhaya program, it's not just about building brands. Also, what I want to do and aim to do is to have impact. And one of the areas where I'd love to have impact is around education. And I think education, you know, we speak a lot about education being the key to knowledge and success, but I don't think we are doing justice to the opportunities that education brings. So I've started a program. It's called the Impact Learning Initiative. So what I do is I go to schools and then I inspire students and help by introducing them to career opportunities and just give them a different way of thinking about their careers. And one of the things that we speak about is encouraging young people. So imagine Elena, who's now studying grade 8, being inspired and being shown that actually, instead of your career, you don't have to wait until you finish matric. You don't have to wait until you finish your tertiary qualifications. You can actually start now. And I think that's the biggest mindset gap in the township, where people think that they have to follow steps to reach their careers. So we really encourage young people to start digging in and doing research on the stuff that they are interested in, whether it is in music, it is in radio or on TV. We encourage them and inspire them to do work that gets them closer to their careers or not have to wait. With the Trevor Noah Foundation, we just finalized the meeting where we're going to be working together. In fact, what I love about the Trevor Noah Foundation is that they actually support a school in my neighborhood in Bramfisherville, which is what I'm excited about. So they do amazing work, inspiring kids, doing work that gives young people the tools, that gives them the resources and gives them exposure. And they also work with teachers. So this is a very exciting project.
Exciting indeed. You know, that's a very powerful initiative. And I mean, you speak about, young people, especially looking in the townships, that they are deprived of opportunities because of lack of exposure. I mean, the journey to 1,000 miles begins with one step. And I mean, you've also written an article where you were actually defining the difference between a small business and startup business. I mean, there seems to be a misinterpretation, of these words, but can you just differentiate between the two? What is the difference?
No, absolutely. And I think this is where language plays a key role. There's power in the words that we do. I once heard a quote where somebody said, instead of complaining about the things that you have to do, I have to do this, I have to do, rather take a positive mindset and look at it as a privilege and an opportunity to get to do something. It's like with my son, if I had a negative mindset, I would say, oh, I have to drop him off at school. But when I have a positive mindset, I see it as an opportunity to say, oh, I actually get to take my son to school and we have interesting conversation. So when it comes to small businesses and startup, the same principle applies. When you say something is small, it sounds definitive. It sounds like this is it. So when we say we are running small businesses, it means by virtue of calling it a small businesses, it will forever be a small business, versus using the words startup. The word start means it's the beginning. Therefore, there's opportunity for growth. And that is some of the differences that I speak about in the article, where I unpack what a small business person goes through. What it means is that there will forever be a small business with no prospect of growing. Yeah. The other difference is that small businesses tend to have a survival mindset. You're always looking to survive tomorrow, to survive next week. But when you're a startup, you're looking for opportunities to grow. Yeah. And linked to this idea of survival mode, when you're a small business, you're only thinking operationally to say, okay, I need to sell this, I need to buy this. But when you're a startup, the mindset is different. You're trying to solve problems. You're thinking bigger and beyond your parameters. What you're doing actually as a startup, you're identifying problems. You say, okay, there's a problem there. What can we do about it? As a business person, you're trying to find business opportunities, which means more often than not, you'll find that you want to do what everyone else is doing. Yeah. Versus as a startup, you identify gaps and opportunities and say, there's a gap here. I would like to fix something that's broken.
So it's all about finding the gap. Just shortly, 30 seconds, abantu bangakufumana phi if they want more of this information?
So they can follow me on Thinkania. across all platforms. And I think what the reason, maybe to give them a reason to follow, is that we've just launched an interesting and exciting innovation called the One Human Summit, where unlike other summits and conferences where you have many speakers and many conversations, the One Human Summit focuses on one individual. And the power in that is that, you know, if we do things together, we become stronger. You know, we've just won the World Cup and there was this campaign around stronger together. We are stronger together. But if you look at the history of humankind, it's individuals who usually take us forward, who move us, you know, abroad. There was one man on the moon.
Amazing work. And when you say that we are stronger together, definitely, I mean, that's going to be proved tonight as Bafana will be playing against Morocco. Thank you so much for joining us in this powerful conversation. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Uqhubeke nokuxhobisa abantu abatsha kube khona impucuko nentuthuko enkosi kakhulu. Right, Mbukeli we-Ekhaya Jikelele lo ke besetha naye nguBukhosi Mutshekgwe bethetha nathi ke malunga nenkqubo azimisele ukuphuhlisa ngayo abantu abatsha. Mari siqhubeke Mbukeli sibhatala amatyala ungayi kwandawo. Ikhona into esikuphatheleyo yona xa sibuya.
Siphinde sikwamukele Mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele, sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ke usahlanganyele kanye nathi. Ngolwesine ngemhla ziyisishiyagalombili kuNhlolanja, iqembu lomdanso iSoweto Skeleton Movers izoba ke nombukiso wabo oqala weshashalazi othi Unbreakable eSoweto Theatre. Emva kweminyaka eminingi benza imibukiso emgwaqeni yaseSoweto bayilolonge lokishini ePhiri bevakashela phesheya, kuzobe kungoqala ngqake ukuthi babukise lapha ekhaya eSoweto. Usixoxela ke kabanzi ngohlelo lwabo lilandelayo manje sesixhumana ke nomsunguli waleli qembu okuJabulani Nyoni sikubingelele Mjiba. Ngikubiza right today. So wakhuluma ukuthi nisivakashele namhlanje la ekhaya Jikelele. Hawu mangabe ngifunda lapha ngithi ngisakwethula ngiyabona ukuthi ngibuya ngisho naphesha kwezilwandle kodwa mhlawumbe ake siqale nje ngokuthi usazise ngokuthi iyini iSoweto Skeleton Movers nokuthi yasungulwa kanjani.
Alright, iSoweto Skeleton Movers yaqala 2003. Kodwa okay 2005 kungasikhathi ngiqala ke nomfethu Junior Hlongwane lo hleleli ngapha. Then ke silibe sibhizi kanjalo ke kwazi kwafika uJohn Z from London. Asithola eVilakazi Street vele kula eSpaska khona.
Manje baze before banithole ke eVilakazi yini eyaniqhuquza naye umfowenu lo othi enana ahlangana naye nasenenza iqembu yini lento yanisukumisa phansi nathi yazini asiqala iqembu lesipantsula.
Alright, ayishuthi yimi engafika nayo lento le.
Yeah.
Yabo ngamthola abafundisa uKerati hayi. But babamba sabangena ke.
Oh, so iqembu lenu nje mainly ke beniperforma kakhulu eVilakazi lapho banibone khona.
Yeah, kulaba sibona khona. Yeah. Shuthi endaweni eziningi nje la siphuma khona abantu basuke basithole khona lapha eVilakazi.
eVilakazi. So umdanso wesipantsula umdanso wakudala ubona ukuthi ena ngalesi sikhathi samanje basawuthakasela abantu noma mhlawumbe nje sekuduma amapiano.
Basawuthakasela ngoba manje owethu uhlukile ngithi. Isipantsula sethu sihlukile leswaye siSoweto Skeleton.
Oh, so ngicela ungichazela ngoSkeleton Movers ukuthi mhlawumbe mina nje mangithi isipantsula ngicabanga lesi esenu sinje.
Naso siyasenza kodwa right thina sidume ngalesi ukuziphula amathambo. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So ungathi yini edingekayo mhlawumbe umuntu ungabe othanda ukudansa lo hlobo lomdanso basengiyezwa manje ukuthi ayi kanti nami nje njoba ngiyisidudle singakasho ukuthi hayi mina ngeke ngilunge ngoba kufuneka kade iphuka amathambo. Uyaphuka ulibu isidudla kuya ngama joint wakho ukuthi afike kanjani. So ke ekusunguleni leli qembu lenu ke ungathi ena ikuphi okubuya ama challenges ingqinamba mhlawumbe enibhekana nazo even namanje eningafisa nje ukuthi eish yazi masingafikiseka lokho nje singaba right.
Hayi ama challenges esiwatholayo nje uyikubhamba kwesikhathi yabo masithi siyozama lapha esithula ukuthi abelunga bafikanga namhlanje like ngama COVID-19 yakukhumbula ngaleso sikhathi lesa bebangafiki totally sekufanele singene street to street manje yabo nende kwesikhathi masibona amaphoyisa siyastopa manje akufuneka uyabona
akufuneka abantu abazoba lapha and leyo nto leyo yanimisa ngoba phela nani nizama ukuzenzela impilo ungahlala mhlawumbe indlela nani niphilisa ngayo ikhona khona nikuzuzayo ngokudansa lapha ya ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi kakhulukazi lapha kovilakazi Soweto kunokuhamba ke abantu abaphuma phesha kwelandle bezobona iSouth Africa bezobona ilokishi
kunjalo manje yazi kunokubana amalanga ukuthi manje kuslow uyabona abafiki yabo kulapho ke manje sekufanele sicabanga ukuthi masingaya kuphi mhlambe sibo maPitori endaweni ezikude nje
so ke ngiyazi ukuthi ngoba naqala ukubukisa uthi ngiqala ukubukisa lapha evilakazi kodwa manje senibheke eSoweto theater nayo ke into enkulu ke sesijabulela noma zikhona lezi ingqinamba zokuthi nibe nivinje kufike kube nje yani iCovid yafika yenzani njengamanje senise theater into enkulu phela le
hayi nathi sijabulile ukuthi sizojive ikasi ngoba sihlala sijive le phesheya yabone egasi asikabenzeli izinto
so unini umbukiso wenu ke lapha eSoweto theater mhlawumbe ungatshela nje ababukeli nokuthi bathola kanjani noma tickets okungena khona njalo njalo
okay umbukiso wethu nge-8 zika February next week Thursday 7:30 Soweto theater amathikiti ayatholakala Pick and Pay Boxer or ku-website yaseSoweto theater
siyabonga kakhulu ke Mjiba ngokuthi nizenze uzivakashela ubahronto uNjitshovicho lapha ekhaya bakubona phela
Jovicho phansi khona emsodwa hayi
sibonga kakhulu ukuthi uzohlanganyela kanye nathi muhle umsebenzi wenzayo ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi uqoqa nanentsha ukuthi ngasabalali kakhulu ke emgwaqeni niqhubeke nje kukhanye konke umbukeli ke manje sosi nje ke qu 8 kodwa mangabe sibuya hayi ke oJabu ke neqembu lakhe bazobe sebeshaya ispantsula bona ke bayibiza ngeSoweto Skeleton Movers ungalingeke ukuphuthela
Let's all celebrate. Bafana, 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 Bafana. Bravo, bravissimo, we all celebrate.
Kube kuthi zum ngokuhlo namhlanje xa siletha iMorocco niqinisekile kwaye I'm sure into bana sibafana sawuphumelela namhlanje bukeli ke ngoku singena kwiYure yokugqibela yenkqubo yanamhlanje busandulungena ubuphi kunini sikubhuqa kodwa ke mbukeli ungaxhalabi kuba nakule iYure sizakhobisa kumanqaku ebese sibenawo ke lokhu bese satsho mbukeli sathi iIFP ibhengeze usihlalo wayo wephondo laKwaZulu Natal njengosiqalela kaloku isikhundla sokuba inkulu baphathiswa kunyulo lukazwelonke oluzabanjwa kulo nyaka uzayo sakuphinde ke mbukeli sakuphathelene nenqaku elithi umongameli we-ANC Cyril Ramaphosa uthi ukunqunyanyiswa kwayesakuba ngumongameli uJacob Zuma akunakuba nefuthe kulo mbutho kuninzi ke mbukeli nesikuphathele kona kule iYure qiniseka nje mbukeli into yokubana awugungqi awujiji qhosha awuqhwanyazi kuba ufuni uve ngabantu kuthiwa hey ekhaya kuthwe kathiwa funeka uzibonele ngawakho ndimla ke unonkanyezi kalubisi le inkanyezi enomsantsa phakathi kwezinye uyayibona mbosi ndikumadle ngothi maziphi umamshukuma umazondwa ngezinto zakhe ndihamba nogxa wam umamtshali
hayi sana sasingena ke ehoreni lethu lokugqibela ke ngoku hayi cha impela uyinkanyezi ngiyakubona uthi shine bright like a diamond
ngiyabonga
mbukele ke sasingena esigabeni ke sokugcina ngci sohlelo lethu Ekhaya Jikelele uyazi umfana omncane uyabalisa nkosi yami uthi yamuthi yabazi phela bakhuluma ingisi kulezi insuku uthi my teacher gave me 2 out of 100 in the composition about my dog so mommy I'm taking my dog to school and ask if the teacher knows my dog more than me uthatha phela uthisha umlingana u2 out of 100 ngoba phela yimi ngibhalayo ukuthi igama lenja yami ubani igijima yenzeni manje mangithola 2 kusho ukuthi uthisha uyazi ukuthi ngihamba manga yena wazi injami more than me
ngona yize aze no practical
uthi nje uyomconfronta ukuthi do you know my dog more than me teacher mbukele ke igama lohleli Ekhaya Jikelele kanti lami nguNoxolo umamtshali wakwamwali sibonga kakhulu ngosuhlanganyele kanye nathi kanti ke ake sibheke ehamba phambili kuleli hora
the NEC concluded that exceptional circumstances exist to justify and warrant an immediate decision to suspend former ANC President Jacob Zuma.
ANC simisile eqenjini lo wayengumengameli walo iqembu elibusayo uJacob Zuma. Lesi sinqumo ke sithathwe emhlanganweni obubanjwe ngepelasonto ilihutla.
It will be very difficult at the other side. This AFCON is full of surprises. When you saw the last weeks, the big countries who are already home.
Kwezemidlalo iBafana Bafana iza kuvana amandla neMorocco ngokuhlakwa namhlanje. Umongameli we-ANC uCyril Ramaphosa uthi unqunyanyiswa kosakuba ngumongameli uJacob Zuma akunokuba nefuthe kulo mbutho. Kudliwanondlebe olukhethekileyo ne-SABC, uRamaphosa uthe umgaqo siseko we-ANC awukuvumela ubulungu bubini kungoko kunyanzelekile ukuba bamnqumamise. Eminye ke imiba ebexoxwe ngayo noRamaphosa ibiquka ipolitiki engaphakathi yemibutho eyekhaya kwakunye neyehlabathi ngakumbi ubudlelwane belizwe noSirayeli namahlakani ayo. Ngomhla wonyulo lwalo nyaka uRamaphosa uqinisekise abemi boMzantsi Afrika ukuba isibhengezo siza kwenziwa kungekudala.
Kusenjalo ke umhlaziyi wezombusazwe uAsanda Ngwasheng uthi iAfrican National Congress inika isikhathi eside esanele ngaphambi kokumisa ke uJacob Zuma ngenhloso yokuqinisekisa ukuthi angeke aphinda ithole intuba yokubuya kuleli qembu. uNgwasheng umbukeli besikhuluma naye kulolu hlelo khona namhlanje kuseni.
Befuna ukuqinisekisa into bana bawuthi apho bamsuse khona balandele ngendlela ze-ANC bakwazi umsusa kahle. Uyakhumbula uba uJacob Zuma sekhe wamiswa ngaphambili ayilo xesha lokuqala eli eba kule situation akuyo ngokuyana ipresident yayisengupresident Thabo Mbeki wakhe wabangathi ngumuntu okhutshwayo kwi-ANC and then waphinda wafumana indlela yoba aphinda ingene. So ndicinga into bana ke ngoku befuna ukuqinisekisa into bana indlela abazamsusa ngayo izaba yindlela ezawuqinisekisa uba uzawusuka angaphinda kwazi ufumana ikroba laba angene ecaleni okanye angene kwindawo abangakhange bayicinge okanye ngendlela abangakhange bayicinge.
IAFP imemezele usihlalo wayo esifundazweni KwaZulu-Natal uThami Ntuli njengozogaqela esobundunankulu okhethweni likazwelonke oluzoba kulonyaka. Lokho kumenyezelwe ngumholi weqembu Velenkosini Hlabisa esithangamini sabe indaba eThekwini. IAFP ithi uNtuli uphakanyiswe ngo-elethu kulesi sikhundla kanti njengamanje uNtuli useyimeya kumasipala wesifunda iKingcetshwayo. Uphinde ke futhi abe ngusihlalo we-South African Local Government Association esifundazweni KwaZulu-Natal. IAFP ke ithi ulwazi lwakhe kanye nendlela asebenza kahle ngayo yikhona kokuholela ekutheni aqokwe. uNtuli uke wayimeya kumasipala waseNkandla ngaphambi kokuthi aqokwe njengemeya yesifunda kumasipala iKingcetshwayo.
Our candidate has been nominated and is unanimously backed by the full National Council of the IFP. During the special meeting held yesterday in Empangeni, the National Council embarked in the process of finalizing the approval and ratification of all our policies and plans for the election ahead of an extended National Council meeting which was held yesterday afternoon.
Ukanti uNtuli uthi wonyulelwe kwesisikhundla ngenxa yamagalelo akhe kwiqela le-IFP.
Akukona nje ukuthi mhlawumbe ngoba kukhona ubungani kodwa ukubuka indlela umuntu ayesebenze ngayo elandela enyetheni zomntwana aphinda angene esebenzela abantu ngoba uyokhumbula ukuthi ngeke ngabe umeya lapha eNkandla iminyaka eyishagalolunye ngaphambi kokuba ngize lapha kumasipala omkhulu iKingcetshwayo lapho na engasebenza ngokuyikhandla. Uyokhumbula ukuthi owayengumongameli wezwe engakhona eNkandla kodwa abantu baseNkandla kwakuthi makuvela ithuba lokwabavote baye bevotela iqembu leNkandla ngoba belandela imisebenzi yomntwana aphinda angene kodwa ukuthi bebuka naseduzane ukuthi ngabe okwakwenziwa kwakubanikeza yini ithemba noma okwakwenzeka kwakunaboni kwethembeka ubuqotho ngoba yilento ebaleka kakhulu uma usebenzela abantu ukuthi kufanele ubeqotho kubona.
Ikomishana ebhekele amalungelo abantu kuleli South African Human Rights Commission ithi izibhelu ezaqubuka ngoNtulikazi wango-2021 esifundazweni iKwaZulu-Natal kanye naseGauteng zabe zihleliwe. Le komishana ithi nakuba ukuqubuka kwezibhelu kwabe kuhleliwe kepha bokho ubufakazi obukhomba ukuthi okwenzeka kwabe kweyamene nokuboshwa kwabe umengameli wezwe uJacob Zuma ngenxa yokushaya indiva umyalelo wenkantolo kulezi zibhelu kembukeli kwasho nabantu abangaphezulu kwama-350 kwase kuthi ke indleko zokukhahlamezeka komnotho zafinyelela emalini yesizumbulu esingama-50 samabhiliyoni amarandi. Ukomishana ke we-South African Human Rights Commission uphilile Ntuli uthi amaphoyisa ahluleka ukunqanda lezi zibhelu.
Ityala likaSenzo Meyiwa phakathi kwelinye ityala kulindeleke ukuba liqhubeke ngalentsasa kwinkundla ephakamileyo yasePitoli. Amadoda amahlanu phantsi kwetyala lokubulala uCaptain Bafana Bafana owadutyulwa wabulawa ngo-2014 eFosleras kwimpuma yerandi yaseGauteng. NgoLwesihlanu inkundla imamele amazwi arekhodiweyo kwinkundla kamantyi yaseBoksburg apho bobahlanu abatyholwa bebevele amatyala liqela ukusukela ngo-Okthobha ka-2020 ukuya kutsho ngomhla wesihlanu kuMatshi ka-2021.
Kanti ke njengamanje mbukeliso ke siphosa amehlo ke sibheke ukuthi kumi kanjani lapha kwisimo sezulu kodwa khumbula mbukelo ungalingophuthelwe phela mangabe sibuya ke sizobe sikuphathele ke iSoweto skeleton movers beshaya into yakhona isipantsula kodwa lesi angazi nami sihamba kanje ungalingephuthelwe.